Technology destroyed the full-time income of working artists and musicians. See, it took your product away, it gave you royalties in return, and it actually forced you to sell something else. So the problem is now we have to rebuild this full-time income in the age of AI. And though this may feel like, oh man, I feel like the game is over, it's technically not. You shouldn't be in the mindset that it is over. It's technically changing, and change is inevitable. So we got to talk about how we're going to do this coming up right here on the Music Money Makeover show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Money Makeover show. My name is Casey Graham. Let's hop right in. First things first, we got to turn your talent into a product. You've got to make a premium digital product for the super fans and the supporters. The products will be exclusive to the subscriber base only. Just hear me out. And it will be different from what the masses get, aka the orange chicken samplers, aka the Spotify listeners, right? The people who don't really spend a dime, but they listen. And then 3, it will be at a premium price at $10 and up, because that's where we lost our product on the physical CD and cassette and all that stuff, right? Now, in order for this to happen, you need to get out of the mind frame of getting rich on royalties. Stop trying to get rich on royalties. Surviving on royalties alone leaves you with no profit margins to support a team. Without a premium product over $10, you're dead. This is why all artists and management teams look to monetize from the very beginning. This must be a mindset shift for you. Once you handle this, you'll be able to get your head out of the clouds. So we've got our premium product starting at $10. Doesn't mean you have to, only stay at $10. I'm just saying, if you're just starting out, to be able to get more than 10 is going to be like an anomaly. Like, it's not going to be consistent, but you can get $10 consistently. So once we have a product that is worth something, then we can get out of the mind frame of stop trying to get rich on royalties, because this is a lot of my viewers here. You're not going to get rich on these royalties in the beginning, maybe not even the first 2 years. So there's other stuff that you're going to have to sell. If you've been following me for a while, you know this. You've got to learn how to sell. If you want to get your full-time income back into your hands and make your way to the riches you seek, you've got to learn how to sell, and sell excellently. If you do not do this, you will fall flat on your face. It is simple as that. That's why you see people, man, Spotify don't pay enough. And I'm like, there's a lot of people out there that's like, who cares about Spotify? It's just a vehicle moving our music. Like, that's like the loss leader product. Why are we worrying about Spotify, man? The only people who are worried about that are people like producers and songwriters and all of that stuff, because they have to live off of royalties. Everybody else, we're getting rich off a product. So we got to learn how to sell. Let me help you out a bit. These are the 4 people who taught me how to sell. Donald Miller was probably the first. Actually, he was the first. Alex Hermosi was the second. Then finally, Russell Brunson and Jim Edwards. And of course, you know them from the ClickFunnels team. Donald Miller has the Building a Story brand side of things and Business Made Simple. And Alex Hermosi has the $100 million offers and the $100 million leads that is currently out right now. This effect right here, these 4 right here, really taught me how to sell. And I hope that they can for you as well. Now, you just took me out of my creative element. Why? Well, you said to yourself you wanted an income when you were starting this venture. Am I not wrong about that? Or am I right about that? I'm pretty sure you did. And if you're going to get the money, it's going to come from adding your left brain to the equation as well. Otherwise, we're just wasting time creating. You can create, but when you get to the space of, this is not therapy for me anymore, I want this to be therapy for the whole world, and I want to help the whole world with my music. But in order to help the whole world with my music, I got to get some money from it. So I got to figure out a way to make that happen. So yes, I took you out of the creative element to introduce the left brain into the equation, the logical side, but it's what's going to be necessary. Well, you mentioned turning my talent into a product. Can you give me some examples? Exclusive limited spot-based events, digital or physical, one-on-one time with fans, scarce limited edition product releases for physical products, exclusive access to fans online, like servers and Discords and communities and Patreon pages, right? Stuff like that. And then your premium deluxe digital downloads with exclusive footage and access. I got a video coming on that soon, and I'm showing you where things will be headed in the next 5 years. Okay. Now, this changes everything. So why not just go the major label route? You can. I'm not stopping nobody from doing this, but they are dealing with the same problem as well. Both of you lost your product. The physical CD, the vinyl, and the cassette tape turned into streaming services. So the streaming services are now the product. which is where you store your intellectual property. You lost it. So when they have no physical product to sell, this puts everybody in the driver's seat. This also puts you in the royalty seat because you no longer have a product. This is why technology destroyed the full-time income of musicians. It is on us to figure out a way to build it back in the new age, and we will need a foundation to do so. So, therefore, if you're an artist, a producer, a songwriter, or a new music executive who wants to set up your record label or publishing company in 60 days or less without trying to search the internet for all the how-tos to put it all together, I put it all together for you in one place. It's called the 60-Day Record Label Course. And this is a framework to establish your record label in a perfect 60-day sequence. No missing pieces. We'll build a strong LLC foundation. You'll learn how to play the game via contract. You'll be set up to collect domestic and international publishing royalties without the middleman taking 15%. If you make it through this course, or if you trip and fall through this course, I got your back and I got you covered, and I'll make sure you get through it. You can click the link below to get started today. And if this is your first time watching the channel, please grab the free stuff below, 10 major steps to increase your record label's profits. It does come with the free split sheet. But if you understand what needs to be done here, you'll bring back the missing cash flow to your pocket, become a game changer, and begin to live off your music until you find your next opportunity, which is what we're all trying to do here. Now, if you refuse to make the change and understand that we're going through this change, you'll be looking in the mirror trying to figure out what's happening. Change is happening around you and you're missing it, eventually becoming bitter about the music game while ultimately losing yourself in the sauce. And I don't want that to happen for you. So I need you to understand that the change will be inevitable. You cannot fight the change. You have to flow with it. And so therefore, this is where you need to be. Go back through the video and watch it if you have to again, so you understand what's happening. All right. So music money makers, if you were struggling with the product itself, how to get rich on royalties, or just how to sell something else in general, you now have the means to get over that hump. Music money makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, jump into the 60-day record label course. You can book a call there as well with me one-on-one, and I'll see you next time. Peace.